Stage 3 of the biggest and the only World Tour event for men in the Middle East. It is the first of our mountain summit finishes. We're heading towards Jebel Jais today, 181 kilometers, the joint longest stage of the week here in the UAE, and we're in the most northernmost of the 7 Emirates. The route for the riders, quite the contrast. We're heading from Ras Al Khaimah and along the coastline. First part approaches the final mountain undulating through the desert. The final part characterized by approximately 20 kilometers of continuous climbing up to the finish. And we'll work our way around to Al Marjan Island and then return to the desert, and after Ras Al Khaimah airport, heading straight for Jebel Jais. Jais mountain, 21 and a bit kilometers in actual fact, measured at a constant 5% gradient. Maximum gradient of around about 7% in the final couple of kilometers. It's the first of 2 major summit finishes and big mountain challenges in the UAE Tour. That's the profile. The final ramp to the line, easing up gradually, becoming more and more demanding.
Leader of a World Tour stage race this morning. How does that feel?
Yeah, it's super nice. I think nice day, sunny, good stage, so it's nice to have the jersey.
Would you have preferred a flat stage with this jersey?
I think, to be honest, no. I think like there's 2 stages that really stand out, you know, in the UAE Tour. So I'm happy to have it for one of these.
What is your role? Because there are some other people in your team, maybe some better climbers.
There's a lot of better climbers. No, I think I'm gonna go. I have to train, so I'm gonna go bottom to top. But for sure, I help Carlos where we need it, and hey, if I can hold on, I hold on.
What's the goal with Carlos?
To win, as always. I think the team now has the momentum, so we're gonna try and keep it rolling and keep winning.
Pablo, until yesterday, did you know that you were such a good time trialist?
Well, in the evening of the season, I train every day with the time trial bicycle, and yes, my improve is notorious in the race, and I'm very happy with the stage.
Today another stage, mountain stage. You won 2 mountain stages at La Vuelta last year. What are your ambitions?
Well, this mountain stage is different than the Vuelta, because before the mountain is very flat and it's no hard stage. And well, I try to do my best in the final climb, and the team is strong, and yeah, I try to do the best possible mountain climb.
Are you happy with your shape? Are you happy with your time trial yesterday?
Yeah, honestly, I'm super happy. I think I did a good performance yesterday. We also was lucky with the windy. So I think we can be proud of yesterday. So now we can stay focused on today. We start with the climb. We'd be good.
How do you imagine this climb? Is it all about Tadej Pogacar?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know, because I never did this climb. But for sure, looks like a really fast climb, and depend also about the wind, and if it will be tailwind or headwind. Can change a lot, so for sure will be a fast climb, the speed will be high, and then when Tadej is in the race, it's always hard to say, but yeah, we stay focused, and we try to do our best.
Are you satisfied with your time trial yesterday, less than 1 minute to the winner?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was having a good feeling, and maybe I didn't start at the best time because there was a strong wind, but yeah, it's a good. Yeah, it's good legs for the next stage, and yeah, today is a good stage, so hope we are doing well with the team.
Youngest rider in the race. What is it like, such a young age, to race with Tadej Pogacar?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Like all the riders you see in the year before in the TV, you see them at your side. So yeah, it's pretty impressive, and it's a motivation to doing well on this week.
A climbing stage today. That's your terrain. What do you expect?
I think with Felix on the leader, we have big expectations, and we have big ambitions also. So yeah, I hope we're doing well and doing a good result for Felix, and hope I will help as much as possible and be in the final, and yeah, we'll see after.
135 riders signing on for duty, just one non-starter, Sean Quinn of EF Education Easy Post. From the moment they went through kilometer zero, it was the usual suspects involved in the battle, such as it was for the early break. 5 riders up front, 3 from the VF Group Bardiani CSF Faisane squad, and Solution Tech Vini Fantini represented up front with 2 riders, including Carlos Samudio, who's locked level on points with the leader of the intermediate sprints classification, Manuele Torozzi, in that black jersey. And Torozzi content and satisfied with the situation until the point where the action started for the first of 2 intermediate sprints, and Torozzi took 2 attacks to do it, but he managed to launch clear. Juritz there to police him for the Vini Fantini squad. Juritz it was that ultimately was able to get around Torozzi and take the maximum 8 points on offer. Torozzi nonetheless scoring well, and his nearest rival, Samudio, further behind, managing to limit the damage of missing out on that attack from Torozzi to take the 3rd place on the line. And that helping of points means that he is now just 2 points behind Torozzi in the battle for the black jersey classification. One more sprint today, one more opportunity to see how those riders in the breakaway are going to get on.
We're not allowing UAE team Emirates just to, you know, have this red carpet, this UAE red carpet, right? We're going out there and we're going to go toe-to-toe with you because we believe in Leonard Van Etveld, and we're going to ride for you. So that's why they put one rider on the front. That's why since day one, they're one of the other teams that have been riding towards the front, right? They don't have a kind of big sprinter. They're here for one reason alone. They want to win this race again, and they want to win it with you know, the number 1. So by riding on the front, it's not a case of helping Team UAE to ride back. It's a case of
the psychology of it all.
We believe in you.
Yeah, we want to demonstrate to the man with Dossard number 1 and number 1 on his bike, Leonard Van Etveld, 24-year-old from Belgium. And as you mentioned, has a 28-second deficit to make up to the first of our GC favourites. Josh Starling, of course, and Stefan Bissiger, first and second in the time trials yesterday. Specialists at that discipline, not necessarily specialists when the road rises, although it'll be fascinating to see just how long Josh Starling lasts. He did talk about it ahead of the stage, that he is going bottom to top. He is going to try and go all the way and see how far into the climb he can get before he is potentially detached by Italia, Pogacar and friends. Straight roads tempt you into an early sprint. Federico Biagini he did beat Samudio in the 2nd intermediate sprint for 2nd position on day 1. So depending on the levels of fatigue these riders have accumulated today in the break, it may still be a potential for, there may be a potential for Biagini to be fast enough, and he's going for this one. I think that's a little bit more than 250 out, so Samudio looks like he's got the strength. They're going to go all the way to the line on this one, but Samudio's going to get it.
Disaster for Bardiani today. I think the 3 riders in that breakaway. Well done to Samudio, because that was a strong sprint.
We're heading upwards. The road is rising. This won't be suiting some of the riders. Jonathan Milan just escorted through to the front. A brief appearance, one of the Lidl Trek squad. Eddie Toons to assist him in that little bit of an ambush for a single point, which will help his cause towards the green jersey. And now he'll settle back into the bunch for a little while. At any rate, I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see some investment from those riders as we get closer to the climb proper.
Rubio.
Not ideal for the man who won this stage a couple of years ago. Einar Rubio has got something to solve here, and these unfamiliar roof racks. It's a surprise, really, that Einar Rubio's bike turns out to be right in the middle there and not easily accessible.
There's only two accessible bikes, and that's Castrillo and Romeo. So because he's not, a favoured GC rider, his bikes in the middle, and the mechanics had to go up there and get it from the middle. And as we know, we see, look, there's a problem with the derailleur. Something's happened, and you know, the bikes in the middle don't have the front wheels on them.
Oh, he's really got to struggle to get back. That was just about as slow as a change you're ever going to get, and that was just tragic, really, that his bike, his spare bike on the roof, didn't even have a front wheel on it. So he's going to have to ride through the groups. Considerable investment of energy required, and that surely is going to make it very difficult for him to play a role and perhaps repeat his glory and his success of a couple of years ago. Jesper Philipsen and others out the back, including Logan Curry after his heroics on the front of the peloton. Also coming out, Gerben Tyson. So we're going to be seeing a few sprinters for a little while. The last of the breakaway riders, and I think it's only right and proper that Biagini is going to be the last man standing as Samudio seeks the welcome embrace of the peloton.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is the fastest in the history of riding up here. This is so quick that they're riding. Michael Biel's here, just looking at, it seems to be, what's Pogacar doing? Novak.
Interesting decision. Is he going to the back of the Lotto guys?
Let's see. Let's see. They were talking to each other. This isn't normal. It's not normal for him to go back there. But Biel, Vermeers and Jay Vine have decided to go up. He's drifting even further back. I think there's a problem there.
So is there some sort of an issue here for the world champion? Because that's not conventional. And his team are continuing to ride. So are they trying to pull a fast one here? Is this all for Jay Vine? Is there some sort of technical issue? Are the legs not quite what they might be? But he's dropping further back in the peloton. Is he trying to sneak to the back and go and get some assistance from the team car without anyone noticing?
Yeah.
Well, why do you leave your team riding? Or is he afraid that if they take the intensity away that the Lotto team attack? Well, great effort there from Einar Rubio as he just tracks the neutral service car.
I would stay there as long as I can because you get more service. Look at the size of them. You get more shelter behind the car than you would be doing in the peloton.
Neutral bike might have been a better option for him the way things worked out. Pogacar watch. Let's see if we can pick him out. He's still on the tail of the Ineos Grenadiers squad. They in turn are behind the Decathlon AG Tour Le Mondial team, and then you've got three riders including Lennart van Eetvelt of the Lotto team. They are the pace setters from where we're expecting the big names to emerge. But then you've got a decent clump of, I mean, the peloton must be what, 80, 90 strong at the moment. It's 60, 70. It's a big number. And that's Bissiger, Stefan Bissiger. He's a big-time trialist. He's a wonderful athlete. Second in the time trial yesterday. Great performance. And he's got to within 7 kilometres of the top of the hill with the group. He can take some credit for that. Tour to the top of the hill. Bjerre pulls off. Will that be his final contribution? We've seen in the past that he's dropped away, recovered a little bit and gone again. Domen Novak, though, takes it up.
I think he's definitely gone this time.
Yeah.
But Novak, maybe not the same type of rider, but I think it's slowed a little bit. You can just see Castroviejo kind of moving up a little bit. So it's not the same intensity as Sperg was going at. So Novak is doing his speed, just nice and steady away, just keeping it kind of strung out as much as he can.
Yeah, certainly not the same cadence level, is it?
That's
a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, big surprise.
It looks as if Domen Novak could be the end of his tether. He's starting to pull faces for the first time, and that's it. Pulls across, and now the UAE Team Emirates squad will leave it up to Lotto to see what they're capable of and what they've got to offer today. And are we going to see more attacks when he almost comes to a grinding halt, falls off the side of the mountain? Great contribution there from Domen Novak, and what's available and how are they going to play it as Jay Vine waits to pounce and waits for the attacks to come. And it's Decathlon AG Tour Le Mondial that want to take it on here. They've enjoyed glory most recently 12 months ago, courtesy of Ben O'Connor. Not with the group today. They'll look to see what Felix Gall and others are capable of.
This is starting to kind of creep up in percentage, and if you've got anything left, Josh Tarlin, just kind of hang in there because he could try and kind of hang on to this race lead. It's going to be very, very difficult because I really do think that Pogacar looks as if he's cruising.
Anton Palzer at the back for the Red Bull Bora Hansgrohe squad. Van der Leyen as well for the EF Education Easy Post team are being pushed backwards. Here comes Pogacar. He's kind of rolling to the front going, everyone feeling okay? Because I'm ready to go anytime you guys want to go. He looks very much composed and in control of his effort. And Van Eetvelt as well, trying to move up and stay as close to the front as he possibly can as Tadej Pogacar moves up into 5th position.
Yeah, he's looking so easy now. You know, maybe a different tactic, really kind of move back into this group. now coming up to the front, where it matters. 2 kilometres ago, we're just coming up to the barrier. Soon we'll be through that, and soon to be on to 1 kilometre to go. Yet no attacks as yet, but Decathlon looks as if they're trying to bite into this one now.
Is this Gal on the attack who's going for glory today?
Yes.
Felix Gal has had a little look around and seems comfortable and content with that one. It's Jay Vine that's going to respond on behalf of Tadej Pogacar. Pogacar cruises to the front again, hunched low over the bike in response. Is the reigning champion Leonard van Eetveld. Looks as if he's going to be able to hang on in there for a little while longer. Tejada's there as well for the Astana squad. Seems to be on another good day. And who else has managed to make it into a group that has dwindled considerably? And Tarling must be feeling the pinch here. He's down towards the back of the group. Gal looks around and sees that Jay Vine is easing up onto the tail of the Decathlon AG2 Orlin on the Alman.
Yeah, a bit too early there for Gal. I think he should have waited. I think he should have taken a leaf out Ben O'Connor's book, but he's slotting in. He's drifting back a little bit, but he's going to slot in. It was a big effort there. I know it was a big effort because Vine was struggling to kind of hold the wheel.
Well, Tarling has been detached here, and that's a disappointing moment for the British leader of the general classification, but maybe a little bit of a maybe it'll just ramp back a little bit and he'll have a chance to get back on, but I wouldn't bet on it right now, I have to say. Esteban Chavez as well, also going south for the EF Education Easy Post squad. We'll focus our attention on what's happening up front. Jay Vine looking good on the front now in Super Domestic. On Super Domestic duty for Tadej Pogacar, second in line. Pogacar, as we have known for so many years, he's not just a great climber and a great time trialist, he can sprint a bit at the top of the climb as well, and he looks as if he's just waiting and waiting for his moment to go. They're under the kite, 1,000 metres remain, and it's still a big group involved in the hunt for stage honours here.
Yeah, Pogacar looking really easy now, and he's waiting to pounce, but everybody knows that. And Leonard van Eetveld is just behind him. Also, you've got Tejada, you've got Oscar Onley there. They're waiting in anticipation. Nobody's striking early, which we've seen, over a couple of editions. Ben O'Connor doing it last year. So this tempo here, Pogacar looking back, he's just waiting to pounce. With the fact that, the race leader has now dropped, if Pogacar wins, he not only wins the stage, but takes the red jersey.
Well, he's gone all the way to the sprint here. Looks as if he's happy to do it. As the Jay Vine grimaces with the effort. Michael Storr a bit further back than might be advised, down to the final 600 metres. Crowd gathering here at the fence to crane their necks and see who's going to emerge into view. Josh Tarling looking to limit his losses. Painful day out for him. Ina Rubio not able to recover after his early effort as well. They've been detached and distanced. They won't get back on now because Jay Vine has got to send a tempo all the way to the top of the climb. The Movistar squad have a little bit of an investment here. Their man Castrillo is still there as well as Romeo. So the Bahrain Victoria squad trying to present Pau Bilbao. Bilbao looking content, and he's going to be led out here nicely. Will they be able to time it? Has he got a sprint? Tends to be pretty good at the top of the hill. Red Bull, Bora Hansgrohe as well. Finn Fisher Black for glory, as that's it for Jay Vine. He leaves it up to Tadej Pogacar, and Leonard van Eetveld is on the tail. The reigning champion up against a two-time champion, and the world champion goes as Tadej Pogacar launches for glory here, and he goes clear. It opens up a several bike length advantage, and surely he's got enough in hand to hold off only on the rest. And he looks around, and he's going to get the glory. He's going to get the victory. The world champion cruises to victory on Gentle Days, and it's well, he came, he saw, he conquered everything that we expected, and Tadej Pogacar, well, couldn't have had an easier ride, and almost an armchair ride to the top of the climb. As Josh Tarling looks to limit his losses, well, he's lost the 10-second bonus there to Tadej Pogacar. He needed to get across the line within 8 seconds, so a new overall race leader. But a great defence of his red jersey from Josh Tarling. But no doubt about the man that got the victory. It never really fired on the climb in the way that we expected, but Tadej Pogacar had so many different advantages. He's got such a wide array and an amazing skill set, and he knew that if it came down to a sprint, he'd have what it took, and he certainly did, immediately opening up a several bike length advantage. And well, he's got the stage win and the overall race lead to go with it.
He's so explosive, isn't he? Everybody had this in mind that, he was going to take the victory, whether he took the red jersey or not. It was all about victory. His family came here. And it said just one thing, that, you know, he's just sitting and waiting. Decided to do a slightly different tactic and moving back into the group, but his team started the day at the front of the peloton, controlled it all day for one reason only, and this is to win this stage today. And you have to say, this is what the crowd came for. They wanted to see the world champion, Tadej Pogacar, home team winning this stage. He not only wins the stage, takes the leader's jersey, and it was a strong team performance in the end by UAE Team Emirates.
There's confirmation of the finishing order at the conclusion of the stage as Tadej Pogacar gets up for victory ahead of Scotland's Oscar Onley. Felix Gall hangs on for third place ahead of Leonard van Eetveld just off the podium. No bonus seconds for him.
You know, it was a great job. Jay Vine had nothing left. He gave it absolutely everything. Left the, I would say, easy part up. Van Eetveld was really kind of struggling. Real strong performance by Oscar Onley. He dug deep there. He'd Gao there, Ciccone there. But look at the gap it's already opened. You know, he just sat there on the wheels until, you know, he had to. Got within sight of the finishing line, and he was even easing up as the finishing line was coming. Strong sprint for second for Onley. Gao, I think, just too early. Why did he go too early? You know, I think he would have been a lot closer if he did something left.
Had a bit of punch, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. When he went, he did look strong. I think the decathlon team got that wrong in the end, tactically got it wrong. But really, there was only going to be one winner today.
Today, first win of the year. It was expected, but how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels amazing. Finally back racing, finally a victory after 3 days, and yeah, we're super happy. We did perfect. It was hard day for the guys to control the race because it's long, and yeah, we had no help whatsoever until the final climb, and yeah, we executed it really good, and everybody deserves a victory today from our team. So yeah, I'm super happy.
Can you explain why your team took the command of the bunch so early?
I think we had to. I mean, nobody. We asked to Ineos if they want to pay the honors to the jersey from the start, but yeah, we were left alone. So Rune was really good. Yeah, pulling all day. Then yeah, Lotto helped us a bit, and yeah, and then in the climb we just tried to do our own pace.
Remarkably, it's already an 8th victory of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the stage winner from UAE Team Emirates XRG, Tadej Pogacar.
تادي بوغاتشار بطل المرحلة الثالثة من
Well, let's get a look at the overall standings again. 18 seconds back to Josh Tarling. Castrillo at 23, Romeo, Finn Fisher Black, Jay Vine now 6th overall at 33 seconds. So lost a bit of time, and the advantage, I suppose, the collective advantage the UAE Team Emirates squad have, it's not quite the same as it was, is it?
We present to you the leader of the UAE Tour, riding for UAE Team Emirates XRG, Tadej Pogacar.
A situation, 10-point advantage over Oscar Onley, who wear that jersey tomorrow. Carlos Samudio has a black jersey to wear and indeed to collect very shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, the green jersey holder is UAE Team Emirates XRG rider Tadej Pogacar.
Tadej Pogacar.
That's turning narrow margin of advantage over the Spanish duo Castrillo and Romeo. 5 and 6 seconds respectively. Finn Fisher Black among the favourites to scoop that jersey by the end of the week. Leonard van Eetveld. A lot of ground to make up on GC.
Ladies and gentlemen, the best young rider in the white Nakil jersey, riding for Ineos Grenadiers, Josh Tarling.
Samudio with a 3 points, bit of dynamite between himself and Tarozzi. Biagini for the 3 points in arrears.
We present to you the leader of the intermediate sprint, sponsored by Aldar. From Solution Tech, Vini Fantini, Carlos Samudio.
Proud moments for the Panamanian rider, and a big day out as well for the Bardiani team. Sorry, for the Vini Fantini team. Managed to vanquish the Bardiani squad.